as they bested the visiting Padres 4-1. The Cleveland Indians brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 8-5. The Kansas City Royals combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 2-1. The White Sox starting pitcher, number 50, got the W, his 11th this season, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 4-2. The Rangers catcher, number 9, was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading Texas to victory over the Mariners 12-1. The Rays got 11 hits overall as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Oh, they can't wait to say I changed on them now. Go Like you're coming from Kingdom Come, rhythm and reeling, the feeling of riding the sound through the ceiling. Hey, hey, never got no money, but I'm running from my ears and flooded, cold-blooded, no money, I'm something low. I'm killing the moonlight with daylight. I got my X-ray eyes and I'm feeling so fine. Night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from. We're running all night running, cold-blooded all night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from it. Night running, all night running, cold-blooded, we're all night running. Under the nightshade, tell me what we're hiding from. Like someone could steal it. Are we waiting for some kind of feeling or saving it up for the morning? Undercover, the cloak and dagger. Is there a creature in the attic? Are we for real, yeah, or just pretending? Will it burn out by the morning? Night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from it. We're running all night running, cold-blooded, all night running, all night running, star-studded, not far from it. Night running, all night running, cold-blooded, we're all night running.
Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball on the show next. Jose Quintana gets the call for game one of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last three starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today. A high fastball is in there. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Almora will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see Addison Russell play. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's totaled 4 hits in 23 at-bats. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Takes this the other way to right. And that'll be a base hit for Zobrist.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
In there for strike one, 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 23 homers and 62 driven in. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. 2 gone. So a runner at first with 2 away, and in steps the lefty power threat Eric Thames. No balls and a strike to count. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Popped him up. Pierce is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Brewers strand 1, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Brent Suter will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the line.
Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. If you don't eat the meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 28 on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Here's Javier Baez.
That's your stop.
And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2, though. They played well, taking 4 out of the 6 games they had to in front of the home crowd. They walk into this environment on the road today looking to set the tone for this road trip.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken high above the zone. More trouble waiting on deck in the person of Matt Kemp. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 4th. No left fielder.
So stepping in, Matt Kemp. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Here's Steve Pierce now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Grounded back up the middle. Russell's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. 2nd inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out in the top half of the 2nd. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, one strike, the count. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used. So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 4 home runs and 23 driven in. Russell behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Now to the plate, Hernan Perez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 1-0 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And it'll wind up hanging just long enough for him to run it down. And with that, the side is retired. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 1-0. Stepping up now, Wilson Contreras. In his career versus this pitcher, he's gone 4 for 9. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock. And in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Contreras on at first. Nobody out. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting 8, the right fielder, David Brody.
First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich is under it. 2 gone.
Batting 9.
Now at the plate, Jose Quintana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Sped him up and slowed him down right there. This guy cannot seem to get on time with this pitcher. It's going to be a tough day if he continues to be out in front on the off speed.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that at the plate, Brent Suter, 9-1-2 due up. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. No balls and 1 strike. In the air now out to left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance. Ben Zobrist, a base hit in his first trip. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Pitch popped straight up. Quintana is there for it, and that ends the inning.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average, and talking with some of the players and coaches prior to the game, many of them told me that's something they take a lot of pride in. Batting average isn't as highly valued as it once was, but they said it's a clear indication that they're doing a lot of good things in the batter's box to help the team collect W's. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs,
Digging in, Albert Almora. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Nope, at the ball.
Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Soft grounder left side. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting.
In now, Chris Bryant. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
3-0 to him now. Here it is. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
High in the air out to center field. Kane is under this one. And that's out number 2. Digging in for a second at bat, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. First pitch of the at bat.
The right fielder.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Nope. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
The first baseman, number 7.
So digging in now, Eric Thames. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Thames behind 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Oh, and he struck him out as well. So he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Into the box, Yasmani Grandal. 2 away in the inning. And Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Count even now at 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. It remains 1-0. Now batting, Matt Kemp. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
The left fielder, Matt.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So one away here in the Chicago fourth, and that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Up next for the Cubs.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Barehanded at his knees. It's there, and he's out. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready now, Keston
Yes,
Hiura. He starts off the inning
Hiura.
against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the shortstop Addison Russell will bat next. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, the left fielder.
Digging in, Hernan Perez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail this one 1-0.
Leading off for the Cubs.
So striding
second
forward
baseman,
now, Kike Hernandez. He popped out in his first trip, drilled to the left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First
Now
pitch
batting,
single, and
right fielder.
maybe now they can start to
David.
get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Hernandez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a glove flip for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Now in the box, Jose Quintana. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. And next for Milwaukee, Brent Suter. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And that misses for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 1-1 the count now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. At the plate, Ben Zobrist. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
This one's down to third. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Gone in order. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Albert Almora. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. Chris Bryant will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Backhanded. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The batter number 9.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. And this is going to find a seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Hard hit at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Steve Pierce, runner in scoring position, which is gone. First pitch coming, here it is. Lays off 1-0. Smith has racked up just under 100 innings on the mound to this point, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. Here's another 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Hit hard towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Eric Thames.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
He throws him on the fastball there. Eric Thames is the second out in the 7th inning. Hernandez takes it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is digging in once again. Kike Hernandez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Hernandez behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Kike Hernandez is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. A ball and no strikes. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. 2-0.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Number 62.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Bodie, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. hit to third. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. First and second now, one man out. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Almora with an even count, 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Chris Bryant will be next. And here's the 3-2 from him. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 delivery. That's lined into right center for a base hit and maybe more as it'll scoot all the way out toward the ivy. One run is scored. The tag, and they get him at the plate as one run scores, but not the second.
The batter, number 9.
Ready for another shot now. Javier Baez. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is. Leading off the inning, Keston Hiura. And they'll need him to get something going here. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Addison Russell. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Ball and 2 strikes now. One out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Now stepping in and ready for another shot, Hernan Perez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. He's got it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jacob Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Jacob Barnes.
Popped up, Zobrist in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting,
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring in the outfielder who played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. Down the third baseline, and that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
In now, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0. Taken, strike one on the inside corner. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two. Pearce stands at first with one out.
Ball three.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Kike Hernandez waits on deck. He loses him on ball four. Stepping into the box, Kike Hernandez, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Mike Moustakas will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning.
Mike Moustakas.
And a ball 1-0. 268 the average for him coming in, and even 20 home runs and 65 RBIs. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Three and two now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again, ball four, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The right fielder, number 13.
Into the box now, David Bodie. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and one strike. Bases are loaded with only one out. Jason Hayward will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. (0-2) count. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
The pitcher, number 62.
Digging in now, Jose Quintana. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Yelich is there as he makes the catch, and Mike Moustakas will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Number 16.
Hit sharply on the ground. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
number 22.
Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He went down on strikes last time up. To short. To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Ben Zobrist. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. In there, a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the... And not in time as the run scores.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. No balls and a strike to count. Yelich at second with 2 down. And this is swung on and missed, so with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And with that win, they've shown they are one of the greatest teams in baseball history, tying the 1998 Yankees, who also had 114 wins. That was an amazing team, so that's some elite company right there.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Cubs with 114 wins, most in the division. Jose Quintana gets his league-leading 22nd win as he finished just 1 out shy of 9 complete innings. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The month of August is coming to a close, and tomorrow rosters will expand. But first, here's what happened in yesterday's action. In the National League Central, Jose Quintana got the victory on the mound, and his win total climbs to 22 on the year, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Cardinals broke up their 7-game losing skid as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 8-5. Kyle Freeland collected his 8th win overall, helping the Rockies get past the Buccos 4-0. A.J. Minter got the W and now has 5 this year as the Braves defeated the White Sox